Three women are sharing a table at a fancy gala, but one of them is secretly on the run from the police. Can you look at the picture and find the impostor? The first woman, dressed in red, is holding a glamorous clutch bag and elegant earrings. The second is using designer high heels and a very expensive-looking necklace. The third one looks pretty in pink, but hey, look at her right ankle. There's a clear tan line around her ankle that kind of gives away the ankle monitor she had on until recently. She's on the run for sure. Bex recently got engaged. To celebrate, she gifted her fiance with tickets to a famous pop star's concert. Since they work on opposite sides of town, they decided to meet directly at the venue. Take a look at that crowd dancing in the VIP area. Can you figure out who Bex's fiance is? It's that blonde guy in the middle. He and Bex have got matching tattoos. He's the one. Maeve quit her job and decided to travel the world. Her first destination was Paris. She just arrived and looked for the first hostel she could find. But, she really shouldn't go inside this place. Take a look at the image. Can you figure out why? This hostel is haunted. There's the shadow of a ghost on the top window. I definitely wouldn't go in. Sarah was invited for brunch with her new colleagues from work. She recently started working at a tech company. She arrived at the restaurant but didn't see any of her colleagues. Instead, she saw a weird-looking robot. How could she tell that it was really a robot? I know it looks like a person, but hey, look at its wrists. It has USB ports on both of them. Inside a high-security prison, three men were eager to escape. The first one was trying to break the cell bars. The second was working out every day to get strong. The last one was quietly reading a book. Can you tell which one might have a chance at escaping? It's the one reading a book. He knows that none of the other prisoners are going to make it. By reading books, he might get an answer on how to escape. A doctor rushed into the emergency room and saw that there were two patients waiting for urgent treatment. The man on the left was a tech billionaire, and the lady on the right was a grandmother to 5 children. He needed to think fast who he would save. Who should he choose? He should choose the grandmother. The man on the left has a phone next to him. He could call someone else for help. A thief broke into a renowned artist's studio and stole a rare painting. He didn't manage to get too far, though, because a security patrol passed by while he was escaping. The thief stashed the painting under a thick bush and hid behind a nearby wall. Take a look at the picture. Which of these two guys stole the painting? If you crawl through a bush with bare arms, they'll most likely get scratched. Take a look at that second guy's arms. They're covered in scratches. He must be the culprit. Ava got into a serious accident during the weekend. She got a concussion and broke her leg. Still, the very next day, one of her friends saw her riding a bicycle in the park and she looked fine. How is that possible? Look, the girl who got into a car accident has a tattoo on her ankle. The girl on the bike doesn't. The girl who was riding the bike was Ava's twin sister, Malva. Ben and Paula were watching the Riddle channel at home. They got into a heated discussion about who would survive such a dangerous prank. Take a look at the image. Who do you think has the biggest chance at survival? It's the lady trapped with the snakes. I know it sounds dangerous, but the snakes are small and not poisonous. These are Julia and Jane. They are both very attractive young women who have no trouble finding boyfriends. Today is Valentine's Day, and they're both going out with their loved ones. One of them is currently dating 3 people, though, so she's probably going to run from date to date. Just by looking at this image, can you tell which one it is? It's Jane, the one on the left. If you look at her workstation, she's got 3 presents lined up, one for each person she's currently seeing. Anna and Barbara are cleaners at a fancy hotel. The hotel manager received a call saying that one of them had stolen precious jewelry from one of the guests. Take a look at the image. Can you figure out who did it? It was Anna. If you look closely, there's a shiny diamond inside that cleaning bucket. Uh-oh. Olivia was running a marathon. Right before the finish line, she did her best and outran the person who was running in second place. The woman was happy and excited she was going to win. But in a few seconds, she was very disappointed. Why? Because Olivia finished in second place when she wanted to finish first. This is what happened. She was fast enough to outrun the person who was going to win second place. But she wasn't fast enough to outrun the person who finished first. But hey, it's a good result anyway. Lila got an invitation to join a pop-up riddle show. She was excited to win, but when the host asked her the question, she froze. He asked her how many numbers were on a clock. Can you help her figure it out? The real answer here is 15. Here's the trick. Numbers like 10, 11, and 12 are made up of smaller digits. If you count clockwise, you actually have these digits: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 0, 1, 1, and 1, 2. Add them all up, and you've got 15. A car crashed into a restaurant window and drove straight inside. The owner was horrified and called the cops to investigate. There are 2 main suspects, Julia and Bernard. Each of them claims it was the other person who is the culprit. Take a look at the image. Can you figure out who is lying? It's Julia. If you pay attention to the tire tracks, you'll see that they're the same pattern as Julia's tires. She's the one who did it. Dan enrolled in a photography class. For his latest assignment, he needed to take a landscape picture and present it to the class. But Dan didn't have time to do the assignment, so he decided to Photoshop an image and show it in class. The teacher and students immediately saw that the picture wasn't real. How could they tell? Well, because the image has 2 suns. That's not natural, at least not on planet Earth. Carly and her boyfriend traveled to Chicago for the first time ever. They spent the entire day sightseeing and decided to stop for a while on a park bench to rest. Take a look at the picture. Who is Carly's boyfriend? It's the guy on the left. He's wearing the same t-shirt she's wearing. During the office's end-of-year party, Heather and Tim kissed under the mistletoe, and it became the talk of the company. The next month, everyone was still talking about it near the coffee machine. Take a look at the image and try to guess which two people kissed under the mistletoe. I bet those eagle eyes spotted that two of them were wearing a similar pendant. On the left, you can see Tim, the guy with half of a heart-shaped necklace. And then on the right, Heather is the girl wearing a bracelet with the same pendant. Aww. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.